Sanders now to kick this one away.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
For 15 line. 15 line. Topper! Big grip!
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about. Out 6 across the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. The toss out to Barkley. And he may have given those 6 yards right back as they're going to get to him well behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Ready!
From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Pulled in at the 24. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 2nd and 7, Rosen dancing to his left. Now he'll let it. It's caught inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. It's a great throw right there and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. The intended receiver there, Allen.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, tuck the ball from.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Counter play, Drake, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. This is Barkley. Up past the 25 to the 20. A gain of 5.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 26.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, 74 yards. And the Giants are in for 6. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence busting through to get him for a loss of 6. 3rd and long here for Rosen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. Stills the intended target. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Check 52.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks. You're this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Let's go.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now it's Rosen. It's complete to Drake. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about In your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Rosen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up second down. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Flushed out right. Escaping the punt, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Marcus Golden able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Allen for a Dolphins touchdown. Dwayne Allen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. Stop your watch.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On third down, Rosen. And he finds Stills, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now it's Rosen looking. Going deep here for Stills. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 50 yards. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills, and it's 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, Gator. Shoot.
They begin with a run by Barkley. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now, making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
The tight end, Rhett Ellison, with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first.
Hit it. 43. Check, 43. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the
A first down carry for Barkley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They run it with Balaj. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the 39, Rosen. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, 54 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Pilot, 64, weak.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
You're out.
Baby, that's a baby stop.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Charles Harris just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They come up in an offset eye. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Rosen to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready? 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
Check.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
70.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Jones now on 3rd and 2. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. On 1st down, Drake. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. 7 yards on the touchdown run. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Here we go. 30 base.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
General West.
Let's get off the field. Check
Get
it.
it.
Here's a give to Barkley. Dancing away at the 30. He'll have a first down past the 40. 34 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. Fifth defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection.